All right. My name is Bert with the Understood Podcast, and I'm here with Rez Burner, 23 Savage,
23.
Saucey P.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Saustradamus or
The
whatever.
Saucey. There's a lot of them. I
Um,
could go all day.
yeah, but anywho, um, we sitting down and we're gonna spitball some questions at Rez and see what he thinks about them.
I wasn't prepared for these.
He doesn't know what the questions are. So, number one,
hmm
what are your thoughts on Steve Harvey going to see Trump?
It's a shit show. Point blank. I mean, I don't know, bro. Malcolm X already talked about that. That's the first thing a white supremacist does when he get in power. He go and get celebrity black folks, do the photo ops. Then he get the celebrities to come back and say, "Oh, he not that bad, bro. It's gonna be okay." First move. We seen this before.
Okay. What would you think if Donald Trump and Farrakhan was to sit down for a meeting?
I would be more comfortable with Farrakhan sitting down with Donald Trump than with Steve Harvey sitting down with Donald Trump. I know Farrakhan gonna bring something to the table. Steve Harvey entertainer. You know what I'm saying? Like, when has Steve Harvey ever talked about the things that Farrakhan talked about, or on the level that Farrakhan not talked about it at? And I don't think Farrakhan would turn around and be like, "Oh, he's okay." Farrakhan gonna keep it real about what they talked about. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he would bring a report of how he feels Trump is gonna address the situation. But you know, Farrakhan ain't sat down with Trump. So shit is what it is.
Okay. So, with the inauguration being days away, and we just finding out that Chrisette Michelle is going to perform at the inauguration. Well, that's not the question, but if you want to elaborate on
I
that,
don't
you
even
can.
know if Chrisette Michelle sings, so it don't even really matter. I heard the name, but I ain't never heard. I don't even know if I ever heard a Chrisette Michelle song. It's probably trash.
So, with that being the case, with there being a lack of support and some of the things that we've talked about out off camera, what are what's your new ideology on cooning?
New ideology? I don't know if I have a new ideology. I feel like it's levels to cooning. Like, you got super coons and you got people who kind of just coon to get by. I mean, everybody kind of coon at a certain level to get by, you know. I mean, you kind of got to. You ain't got no choice. You got to play the game in some form or fashion. But I mean, you know the difference between, like, what's the sheriff name in Minnesota? You know what I'm talking about.
I can't think of his name right now, but I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
you know the difference between somebody like him and somebody like, Ray Lewis or Floyd Mayweather. So I don't know. I don't think I have a new ideology on it yet, though. I should do an extensive study on it, like how Francis Cress Wilson did the extensive study on racism. I should do an extensive study on cooning. So when we get up, I feel like with cooning, if the goals are reached for the black community that I want to see reached, where we in control of our own and we have our own situation, we can deal with coons the same way America deal with traitors and treasonous people like that. The same way. Like that. That way. That way.
Well, so we're in the new year now. It's been a while since we talked to you in front of the camera, and it's a lot that's happened, transpired. Did you see any of the what's the woman named Betsy, the new Secretary of Education?
I did see that. That shit was hilarious. She don't know nothing. I mean, shit. That's white privilege at its finest, bro. Just moving up white people, mediocre white people, one white person at a time.
Oh, which reminds me. Did you see what I put in the group chat the other day when on what was it? What's the boy name? Down Lemon.
Oh,
No, oh yeah, when
yeah.
Mark Lamont Hill called dude a mediocre Negro.
He's a mediocre Negro. Mediocre nigga. He trash. I don't know what he was talking about. Because Marlon Monhill made a good point. Why you went against the guy Steve Harvey? Why you ain't gonna get somebody who who really into that? Why didn't you get the man that you just talked about?
Yeah.
That's a civil rights leader that's been, you know what I'm saying? He been doing this since the 60s, getting his head bust. And you bring Steve Harvey in. Steve Harvey ain't never wrote no book on nothing like that. Steve Harvey write books about relationships. That's what you talking about? You talking about relationship? That's what he needed Steve Harvey for. Cause Trump on what? His like 6 marriage. That's why he brought Steve Harvey in. They talking about relationships, how you treat a woman. That had to been what they talking about.
Okay. So
Did you see his face though?
who face?
Steve Harvey. When Trump was like, "We're good friends." Wouldn't you say, Steve? And Steve was just like,
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, it's almost like they forced Steve Harvey to do it.
You never know.
You never know. You never know. They know what they doing now.
So
Hold on,
that's
Steve. When you do your next episode of your show, just blink twice if he made you do it, and we'll let it ride this once. You go ahead.
so with us living on the coast and with us just seeing the debacle that took place in Biloxi, what are your thoughts on Great Americans Day?
I think they should have kept it. They should have kept it. It's been the same. It's been like that since 1985. Like I like for the racism of America to be on display. You know what I'm saying? I don't like for people to hide things from me. I don't want Mississippi to try to flex. Cause now all the people who was finna take a stand and say, fuck that, we ain't coming to do the spring break no more, none of that, they gonna come do it now because Mississippi made a little slight change, a business decision. Same way Abraham Lincoln made a business decision to free the slaves. It's the same thing Mississippi is doing with Great American Day. They still gonna celebrate Robert E. Lee, especially in like North Mississippi, Tupelo, places like that. That's what they really celebrate. They not celebrating Martin Luther King. It was made in response to Martin Luther King, just like All Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter, all that reactionary. So it is what it is. They should have kept it. I think it was stupid for niggas to run up there begging them to change the name, trying to chastise them. You don't run shit in Mississippi. Ain't no reason for you to run up there anyway. If you was running shit in Mississippi, you wouldn't have to go up there and say none of that. So it is what it is. I don't go in my mama house and tell my mama how to run shit. And right now, white folks is your daddy. So you might well get your mind right, bro, and come and take the house.
What are your thoughts of people coming down and celebrating Black Beach?
They shouldn't. I wouldn't celebrate nothing. Not in Mississippi. Never. Keep your money. Take your money somewhere else.
Where?
Shit, I don't know. Find somewhere. Go to Atlanta. You don't need no beach. Go to Atlanta. Start Freaknik back up. Do that. I would love for Freaknik to start back up. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. X that out. What you think?
What I think about what?
Biloxi. You think they should come do the spring break down here?
Well,
Would you?
Well, you know me. I never participated in nothing like that anyway. But
They should.
before we even got to this point, I mean, you didn't need a Great Americans Day to make you feel that way. Just to tell the way that it's policed differently, and the way if you look at cruising the coast and scraping the coast and drawing conclusions, you got one group that's spending money and not want it, and another group that's spending money and want it. Do the same things, but they highlight one. So I mean, I don't think that we should do it anyway, but I just think it's dumb that we go and do it anyway.
I don't see why people want to come celebrate on the beach of a city that's like got a fucking memorial to a Confederate War veteran. Like that's one of their draws. You know what I'm saying? They bring people there based on a place that got the slave quarters and slave graveyard. Like that was a plantation, and they promote that. You got Confederate flags flying all up and down the beach, and that's the place you want to come to, bro. Come do your spring break in Miles Point. Come do it in Miles Point. We gonna get Miles Point right, and then we can have spring break in Miles Point. You don't need no beach.
Okay, so
White folks go to the beach for spring break. We finna stop that. We do something else. Quit following them. Go ahead.
okay, so with you being 23 Savage and you being the first 23 Savage that I knew of,
23.
what are your thoughts with all of this Soulja Boy, Chris Brown debacle?
I can't lie, man. Like, it's hilarious. I know we supposed to be, I guess, conscious, and we supposed to be anti-destructive behavior and all this other stuff, but the nigga in me is enjoying it so much. Like, I love it. I love it. I can't wait for the fight. I'm gonna order the fight. I'm gonna pay for the fight. I'm not gonna fire stick the fight. I'm gonna order the fight. And Chris Brown is going to win.
Support black business.
I'm supporting black business. Supporting Floyd Mayweather in his black business.
Who you got out of 21 and 22?
I'm gonna go with 22 because he hometown. 45 Savage crew. So I'm gonna go with 22.
Okay, so are you still fighting the winner of the two, or are you gonna fight 23?
If it's 21, I'm gonna fight him. No, I'm gonna just fight 23 since he stole my name. You right. I got my own card. Fight 23. Disrespectful.
Well, that's about it. Let's talk some sports though. I
Mm.
know you're a sports head.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the Cowboys?
I'm glad they gone. I just didn't see. I don't really have no problem with Cowboys, but
The fans.
I just don't be wanting to hear all that, bro. I'm not trying to hear the fans. And did you hear what Dak Prescott said?
Uh-uh.
He said he feel like because he mixed, it make him a better leader. Because he can relate to both sides.
I didn't know he was mixed.
I didn't either.
Hmm.
Because he went from saying, like, I'm mixed to I've been the only black person in the room. Like, it's either or, fam. Like, you need to choose what you're going to be. You saying you're a great leader because you mixed, but then you saying you black. Like, I get confused with that situation. But, shit, I feel like you ain't got to be mixed to be able to relate to both sides. Or be able to conduct yourself with both sides. But, I don't know. It kind of made me waver on him. So I was a little bit more excited when they took that L.
Who you got winning it all?
I'm gonna roll with Green Bay.
Why?
Aaron Rodgers. As Stephen A. Smith would say, he's a bad man. When I seen that throw he made to Jared Cook, rolling to the left, across the body, on the money, he the best quarterback I've ever seen. Period. I thought to myself, who else could make that throw? Like, I can't even really think of any quarterback who could make that throw. Tom Brady can't make that throw.
You're right. I've never seen someone throw off the back leg like him.
Yeah, Tom Brady can't make that throw. Drew Brees can't make that throw. Ben Roethlisberger might could make that throw. Matt Ryan not making that throw. Like, the top quarterbacks, you whoever you feel like the top quarterback in the NFL, most of them can't make that throw. Phillip Rivers, that's pretty much an Aaron Rodgers throw. Maybe Cam Newton can make that throw just out pure athleticism, but I don't know if it's gonna be as accurate. You know, Cam got a propensity to throw over the head. So, I don't know, man. That was clutch. And at that moment,
yeah,
Yeah.
I do have some other stuff on pop culture. So, as I think we both have a deep like fan affection for Ti. We recognize his contributions to the South and the Southern music culture. But what are your thoughts? Like he's very active when it comes to um, things that go on in the black community and calling a spade a spade. But what do you think? What are your thoughts about him speaking and calling out other coonery with all the stuff that he has going on in his personal life right now?
What he got going on?
Well, alleged baby on the side, the tiny situation, and then possibly getting a divorce.
I can't really. I can't really. He talking about coonery. His behavior ain't like if that's what we talking about. His behavior ain't coonery. Like his behavior is just typical of males in powerful positions, especially black males. But you know, I like the fact he calling out other celebrities and trying to hold them accountable. Um, and he speaks on the issues. Um, as far as everything else, I'm just waiting for that one celebrity to actually start putting in the work and the action where we see the results, where we see an economy change for the black community in a certain area. Like
Slim Thug is starting to do it.
Yeah, Slim Thug has started to do it. So like I want to watch Slim Thug and give Slim Thug time, and then see what happens to the community that he's putting money into or trying to change. So that was one of my gripes with Obama. I wanted to see that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have said anything about Obama if Obama had said, you know what, I can't help all the niggas. So I'm from Chicago. I'm finna go into Chicago and watch what I do here. And when I change the situation in Chicago, this gonna be the blueprint. Now y'all celebrities, y'all pool y'all money and you start adopting areas and do the same thing that I did. Cause I mean, it's all about just putting money and resources into a place. All this boils back down to economics. So, that's what I would like to see. Like T.I. from Bankhead, go to Bankhead. You know what I'm saying? Buy up Bankhead, change Bankhead, make Bankhead what ain't the hood no more. Bankhead don't even sound like a hood name. It sounds like it's supposed to be like some luxurious neighborhood when you hear bank, like ain't Buckhead somewhere nice, but Bankhead not. Like you got bank in the name. It sounds like money.
Okay, so you mentioned something that made me think about this. The last time we talked about Snoop Dogg and your thoughts on Snoop Dogg, but came across something where Snoop Dogg was calling out anyone that is set to perform or thinking about performing at the inauguration. What are your thoughts on that? Someone cooning and then calling out coonery.
That's what caught me off guard with Snoop Dogg in the first place, because he never showed any like signs of cooning. So maybe it was just a one-time instance. I can't even remember what he did for me to call him out now that I'm thinking about it. What did he do?
I don't know. You actually brought it to me.
I can't remember what he had did. It was something he said. Oh, it was about Cap. He was saying Cap needed to stand for the anthem or some shit like that, or need to really go put in work. But I think he just spoke too soon, and maybe he was just playing the game. I don't know. But my whole gripe with him with Snoop was the fact that Snoop is known to associate with Farrakhan and people of that nature, and for him to turn around and say something about Cap not standing for the anthem, I think that was a little contradictory. So I don't know, man. Sometimes these celebrities go back and forth. They just like any other person. Personalities are dynamic and they go back and forth, but sometimes it's the pot calling the kettle black. But in Snoop Dogg's case, I would say his record for not cooning is better than it is for cooning. Like he had that one instance. That's what caught my eye. If he was always cooning, I wouldn't have said nothing. Probably, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's all I got. You got anything? Anything you want to say to the people?
Not that I can say on camera.
I'm just take your word for
Yeah.
I got something. Okay, so we're going into another year of Understood, and I was thinking about it the other day. Like in 2016, we started a podcast, and we started a podcast, and we accomplished a lot, but there's so much more to do. What are some things that you want to see out of the podcast? Stuff that you hope to see in 2017.
I just want to see us continue to grow, get out there more. I would like to see it. I would like to see us start getting a return as far as financially, so that we can continue to grow the business, because it always takes money to make money. I mean, and that's what we preach for the Black community: entrepreneurship, starting your own business, becoming your own boss. And I would especially like that for you, since this your brainchild. You know, I would like for us to be able to get to the point where we can kind of step away from having bosses and do our own things. I know I'm tired of going to work every day. You tired of going to work every day?
No comment.
Tired of going to work, man. They slave drive me at work when I gotta go back to the hospital.
So, BAYB.
Badass Shiller, boy. I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it. It's hard to get the production I want, man. Nobody's making that sound anymore. It's really hard. But if I get that sound, if I could consistently get that sound, I would have been put it out. It don't take too long for me to put the music together. But hopefully I get the resources I need and we can put it out. I was ready to put it out last year. I wanted to put it out at the beginning of the year, have it already done, but it ain't work out like that. But I got some heat on it though.
I've heard.
Mm.
I've heard. Well,
it's ratchet. It's ratchet. See, it's like intellectually ratchet.
I was just gonna say you're an intellectual ratchet individual, so I see it. Well, there it is. Rez Burna, 23 Savage,
hey,
Saucey P.
Did you see LeBron flop the other day?
Yeah. I wanted to bring it up, but I know that you love LeBron, so I told myself I was gonna let you make it on LeBron, but
we can talk about that. That shit was hilarious.
It was, but why he always gotta act?
I mean, look, you know, flopping been a part of the game now,
and
the way LeBron flopped, you know who he got that from?
I know,
Chris Paul, bro. Chris Paul started that flop. You remember Chris Paul would come down the court when he was with the at the time the Hornets. He'd come down the court, somebody would set a pick, and he'll get grazed on his shoulder, and he started that whiplash effect. You know what I'm saying?
But he little though. You can tell when he acting.
Draymond Green ain't small.
Huh?
Draymond Green ain't small.
But you saw that LeBron was acting.
Of course you did, but we talking about referees. They already poo. If you can get that call, go ahead and do it. Like I know as a football player, you know, when you playing wide receiver, you got a cornerback on you, and goddamn, you might miss that pass, but you gonna hit the ref with the "come on, ref, he hold me" and try and get the flag. Like that's competitive, bro. Like if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Shit, I'm trying to get the flag, bro. Give me that 15 yards. If we talking about the NFL, give me that spot foul, bro. Like you mean to tell me if you couldn't sell a referee on the fact that you got held on the 1 yard line, that you wouldn't do it to put your team in position to win? I'm going to do it over and over again. I'm going to cry about every call. Bro, he holding me, fam. And I'm going to sell it. All that.
I think me and you are a little bit different, but I understand the competitive nature on it because I used to do that.
Yeah. I get any kind of edge. Any kind of edge. As a corner, I would hold receivers on the inside, but you got to be slick with it. You can't just hold them, you know what I'm saying? You can't let them see you pull a jersey. Like, you got to get up on them and kind of hold them a little bit on the inside in that area. For all the young cornerbacks out there, get up on them. cut him off and hold him a little bit and let him go at the right hand. Look, as long as you got your head turned back looking at the ball, they ain't gonna throw the flag, fam.
Well, I play mind games, so I try to get in people's head. That's how I do it.
I play real games and whoop niggas at 2K. Ain't that right, Marcus?
I wouldn't know anything about it.
Oh, you weren't there. It was Arnold. Arnold was there to see these L's. The Pelican, baby.
We're not talking about.
He can't handle Tyreek.
We're not talking about that type of stuff right
Tag me
now.
in this video.
Huh?
He can't handle him.
Dang, there was one more question I had to ask you about basketball. What did you think about his comments after when he was like he a football player?
I mean, if that nigga want to play football, I think he could play football. I'll give him that. I'm pretty sure he would be raw in football. He'd make a great tight end. You don't think so? Damn, Mark, why not? You don't think he tough enough to play football? I think LeBron played the way the league allowed him to play. Like if the league was like, we not giving you them fouls and shit like that, he would play tougher than what he do. I just think he's just a product of the time he came up in because everybody pretty much play like that.
Let me ask you.
Which makes him soft. He's too soft to go play football now.
At this point, yeah.
But why he cry about the call when last time when he played the Warriors, he did all that on the rim and he was supposed to get a tech.
Yeah, he should have got a tech, yeah. According to the rules of the game.
Yeah. He was all over the rim.
That shit was great too though. That's good for sports. You got
it is. Like but see, that's the thing. If you're gonna allow it one place, you gotta allow it in every place because you know the bench going crazy, the other players on the team going crazy, and it's like we got this in the bag now because we got the competitive edge.
Yeah, I mean, on one hand, I feel like showboating and stuff good for sports. Flopping, not so much, but
it's good for teams.
It's good for teams. Cause look, bro. Most of us done played sport before at some sort of level. If I could dunk like LeBron, I might hang on the rim until my team come back down the court from off defense. I might just be hanging on that bit for like 2 minutes. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Celebrate, bro. You got to celebrate. They playing a kids game for millions. For millions, man. You know what kind of stuff I would do if I was in the NBA? J.R. Smith, I'ma shoot. All day. Green light. You gonna have to bench me, fam. I'm gonna do all kind of stuff. Latrell Sprewell, choke a coach. All that. Artist, punch a fan. Whatever. All that.
Well,
the better question is, Rez, if you was in the NBA, what wouldn't you do? That's the better question because I would really have to think about that. Like nothing would be off limits, bro. If I don't, because they money guaranteed. Once I get that first big, we finna get Rez $85 million over 5 years. Okay, it's over. I'm finna show out. I'm not standing for no anthem.
Well, you have to. It's in the contract.
Release me. Release me and give me my $85 million. And I'm gonna go play in Cube's league. The 3-on-3 league. Bet Cube don't make me stand for no anthem. Mama cooked the breakfast with no hog. Cube Nation of Islam out here. He ain't gonna make me stand for no anthem.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We had talked about this though. That like the players need to start their own league. We talked about this a long time ago. And it's kind of like that smaller scale, but I feel like all of us in here gonna watch that. Especially that first initial run. They say Allen Iverson playing. Yeah, I'm finna watch.
Yeah, you're right. Because I want to see if AI still got it.
I'm sure he still got it, especially at that level where you ain't playing the young elite from the NBA. It's like mostly retired NBA players.
And then they got my boy Jason Williams coming back.
White chocolate?
Yes, white chocolate.
Oh my goodness. White chocolate gets a pass from me. I don't associate him with the rest. White chocolate was alright. He was cold with it.
Never really seen anyone pass like he does.
White chocolate nasty, bro. White chocolate nasty. I can't say, I don't know. Pistol Pete passed. Jay P passed like that. The dimes.
Well,
Think Jordan gonna play?
no.
Why not?
Jordan ain't gonna play. Kobe ain't gonna play
Why not?
because
They should.
they got too much money.
Jordan can play in one game, bro.
You right.
Jordan can give us 1 3-on-3 game, bro.
Jordan can. I think Kobe will.
If Jordan play, Kobe gonna play. Can we get the Jordan Kobe matchup? Why not?
That would be good because Kobe is better than Jordan.
I mean, is he?
Jordan a better shooter, I believe. No, I can't say that because like I'm talking about set shooting. Like when I see him set shooting, Jordan is.
Jordan ain't gonna set shoot on him though. Jordan gonna hit the head with the lean fade away buckets. I want to see it. Like you, because you know he ain't coming off the dribble no more. None of that. He gonna have to get in position in the post. Somebody who running point, they get on the ball in the post, and he do his Jordan lean thing. Hold the ball out with one hand, all that, tongue out. I want to see Jordan play. I don't even like Michael Jordan. Like I'm not a Michael Jordan fan, but I want to see him play because the young folks they don't know nothing about Jordan, man. We can't take nothing away from him. He was raw.
Mm-hmm.
He the best ever. So
You know what? I commend you because you never really get that out of LeBron fans.
well, people saying LeBron the best ever.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it. Stop it.
I'm glad I got this footage. Oh, I'm tagging some people in this one.
LeBron not the best ever.
John. Who else? I'm gonna tag Arnez.
People will say stuff like Kobe the best ever.
Huh?
People say stuff like Kobe's the best ever. And Kobe's career is done.
I think Kobe is better than Jordan offensively, but not defensively. Well, when it comes to the shot, he got a better shot.
Kobe got a slightly better 3-point shot, but Kobe a volume shooter. Look, Jordan wasn't no volume shooter.
You right. You know, now that you pull it that way, you right.
Jordan was proficient. And the shit, like, go look at a Jordan highlight reel and look at a Kobe highlight reel and tell me which one got a better highlight reel. Like, the shit Jordan was doing was like, you ain't supposed to be able to do that as a human. Like, the shit Kobe doing was just like, oh yeah, Kobe raw. He can make some shit.
Well, you know what? Like, his fadeaway was nothing but Jordan's fadeaway, but a little bit better. But he got it from Jordan. Yeah. But the hand switching, like, when Jordan drove and then switched the hand, it was really for no reason. He didn't have to do it.
I think Jordan had like freakishly big hands or something, man. Because like the way he handled a basketball, it wasn't like he had a basketball in his hand. Like it was like he had a toy basketball in his hand or something, like the Fisher Price. The way he switched. Nah, LeBron ain't better than Jordan.
Well, you know what? I think that's a great note to end on. Great note to end on. LeBron is not better than Jordan, but LeBron is greater. Hold on, I think that's not fair to Jordan. To LeBron, I like LeBron's off the court moves more so than Jordan's off the court moves. And what you see from LeBron is exactly what you want to see from any. Is exactly what you want to see from any young black person. Like who you know gonna take a chance and put your friends and empower your friends and put them in a room with the Warren Buffetts of the world and just change their life. Jordan didn't do that.
Well, they say he did.
When you see it.
Yeah, we didn't see it. Like, I don't know, man. With Jordan, his situation is so weird, and I feel like.
You think maybe it's because like he was like the first one to be on that level, kind of like Obama. Like how a lot of people say that they didn't really expect a lot of stuff out of Obama because he was the first black president.
I don't know if it was more so that. I just think Jordan put himself in this situation in the 90s when with the comments he made. You know what I'm saying? Like when people wanted him to take a stance, he wouldn't do it. Which probably set him up to be able to become what he became, which is a billionaire by not taking sides. So I kind of feel like Floyd Mayweather is kind of taking a page out that book right now because they both remind me of each other with the things they say, but their actions be different almost. Like I ain't never seen Floyd with no white woman, but Michael Jordan done married one. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the Hornets have more black people on their staff than any other organization. Like Jordan hired black people at all the higher up positions for the Charlotte Hornets, and I think for Jordan brand as well. And I can't even think of a white Jordan brand athlete. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing goes for Floyd. Like with Floyd, I don't see no white people around Floyd. Like,
Jordan has white athletes. I can't think of them right now.
I can't think of any either. But either way, I can't think of any white fighters that Floyd Mayweather has, or white trainers, or any of his associates when you watch them. So the things they say speak of diversity and we're all the same, blah blah blah. But the things they do be a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Goes back to what you saying, the coonery,
yeah,
with action behind it.
Like I don't know if they I'm starting to try to like be more careful with talking about that because I don't ever know what somebody doing behind the scenes. I don't know if somebody kind of playing the game how it go, or trying to, just finagle their way into a situation to try to turn it back around. Sometimes you gotta infiltrate your enemy to do better for your people. Almost like a Robin Hood situation, but I don't know. I'm trying to get better about it. Like some shit just so blatant. Like some things people say, it don't matter what you're doing for the community. Sometimes what you say is just so detrimental to the psyche of people, man. Like, cause some of these people so influential that it don't matter what you're doing. We don't see what you're doing. People only see and hear what you say, and you just ruin millions and millions of minds just off of this one statement you made. You got people believing this, and the self-destruct from that point is real. You know how that go.
Well, we've ended it 1,000 times, but we're going to go ahead and end it for real this time. Rez Burna, Saucey P, 23 Savage.
23.